How's everybody doing? Today we're doing another Khan Academy tutorial on parallel and perpendicular lines from graph. I wish it would say from a graph, but you know, Khan Academy. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So it's just asking us, are the lines in the figure parallel, perpendicular, or neither, or neither, neither, neither? Okay, we have three choices and we have to decide. Now, just glancing at this, it looks like they're parallel, but I'm not sure if that's a trap or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ensure it is parallel. How do I do that? Well, because they give us 2 points, we can figure out the rise over the run to see the slope. This whole Khan Academy is dealing with slope. Now, what's the crux of this concept? Well, if they're parallel lines, they have the same slope. Okay? If they're parallel, they have the same slope, but they have different y-intercepts. Okay? But we're not really interested in that at the moment. Perpendicular lines, we have opposite reciprocal slopes. Okay, so what does that mean? That means if one's positive, the other's negative. That's opposite. If one's 1 over 3, the other's 3 over 1. That's reciprocal. Okay, so that's an opposite reciprocal. And then neither is just, it wouldn't be same, it wouldn't be opposite, they're just different, like 2 and 3. If one slope is 2 and the other one's 3, they're not the same, but they're not opposite reciprocals. So that'd be neither. Okay, now how do we determine the slope? Well, we could label these points. We could label this -7, comma, negative, what is that, -3. Okay, and then we could call this one 8, comma 2. And what we could do is we could use our slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and plug in these values after labeling them like this, x1, y1, x2, y2. This is one way to do it. I'm going to show you this way, and then I'm going to show you my preferred method right after that, okay? So y2 is 2, y1 is -3. Make sure you put that in parentheses. Then we have x2 is 8, and then x1 is -7. So then I get 2 minus -3 is 5, and then we get 15. So that is 1/3 reduced. So 1 over 3. Essentially that means I rise 1 and I run 3. So now we just need to see if it's the same for this green one. Okay, we want to find the slope of this guy. Now, you could use the same process. We could use this process right here with y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. That's rise over run. Or we can just count. That's my preferred method. When you have a graph given, just count. Go from the 2 points, see what the rise is, what the run is. In my opinion, it's way faster. So what I'm doing, I'm going to start always at the left point. So we're going to start on left. Okay, and I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now I know my rise is 3. Now we just need to find my run. Okay, actually I'm going to switch colors here. I'll make my run red or orange, whatever color this is. Now my run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I just count over, up and over from one point on the left to the other point on the right. And we get 1/3. So we see that it is the same slope. So we thought it was going to be parallel. We checked it. It is parallel. So we're going to check it. And we got that nice sound. Okay, one line passes through the points 3, -1, 1, -9. Another one passes 1, 4, and 5, 6. Are the lines parallel? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is where we need to do exactly as I said before, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, because we don't have lines to count up. I mean, it would take too long to just graph this out. So we are going to label the points first. x1, y1, x2, y2. And technically, it doesn't matter which one you call x1, y1, x2, y2, as long as the 1s are together on one point and the 2s are together on one point. So now I have y2 is -9 minus a -1 over x2 is 1 minus a -3. That gives me -8 in the top. And then 1 minus the -3 is 4 in the bottom. So that is -2 reduced. Okay, so now I need to just check my green guy. So I'm going to label him. Let's label him with purple. x1, y1. Now I'm going to label him x2, y2 just to show that it doesn't matter. So x1, y1. Okay. So now we can label this guy that, and now we're going to go ahead and get started. So we have y2, which is 4, minus y1, which is 6, over x2, which is 1, minus x1, which is 5. So I get -2 over -4. That is +1/2. Okay, they're not the same, so it's not parallel. Now we need to see if they're perpendicular. Are they opposite reciprocals? Okay, so the first condition, opposite. Are they opposite of each other? And the answer is yes, they are. Okay, ding. They're opposite of each other because one is negative, the one on the right, and this guy is positive on the left. Okay, what about reciprocal? RICIP. Here's my box. Are they reciprocals? Well, the way to do that is if this guy's an integer on the right, put him over 1 so he is a fraction. This will make it easier to determine. So is 1's numerator the denominator and vice versa? Yes, it is. Okay, we have 1 over 2, 2 over 1. They are reciprocals, so guess what? These guys are perpendicular. Next question. Are the lines of the figure parallel, perpendicular, or neither? They look perpendicular, okay, but we can determine this by, let's use the counting method. So I'm going to start on the blue line. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have a rise of 12 for the blue line and a run of 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a slope of 3. Let's go to the green guy. I go down, that means negative, 1, 2, 3. So I go down 3. I always like moving left to right, so my run will always be positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's negative 1 over 3. Look at this. This is opposite reciprocals. They are indeed perpendicular. Oh, just a clarification. Okay, they're opposites. One's positive, one negative. Then I put this over 1 just to show that it is opposite reciprocals. Perpendicular. Boom. Let's go. Oh boy, this guy again. So we got to find our slope. So I'm just do this one quick. So we have, on the top, we have 7 minus 1, and then we have 5 minus 2. Okay, after labeling, that's what you get. So then I have 6, I get 3, that's 2. Okay, it can be that quick if you get enough practice at it. This guy is going to be 3 minus 8, and then 8 minus a negative 3. So I get negative 5. I already know this is going to be bad. And I get 11. Guess what? They're neither. They're not the same. They're not opposite reciprocals. So we just get neither. Neither. Whatever. What do you say? Neither? Neither? Whatever it is, this is what you should get if you follow this Khan Academy tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.